So, what are the best 5 watches I think you can buy under 200 euros, dollars, whatever? So, as you might notice, there's only 4. Here is the 5th one. Hi, I'm Abdul, and you are watching one of my new videos. And yeah, hope you enjoy it. If it's your first time in the channel, please do subscribe, and I hope you like the video as well. So let's get started. I chose 5 watches that I have that are under 200 euros, or in the 200 euros range. This one might be a little bit more. I got it for less, so that's why, because it was a limited edition, and now it's selling, I think, between 200 or 300 euros. But like I said, I got it for less, so for me it costs less. So let's put them up and see the contenders, and then let's start category by category. So the first contender is, let's open this so we can put the watches on it. The first one is the Orient. As you can see, this Orient has an Eastern Arabic dial, 39 millimeters in diameter, automatic Japanese in-house movement. And then we have the Seiko 5 with the Eastern Arabic dial as well. It's smudged. Sorry about that. And date complication, 41 millimeters in diameter. Really nice watch as well. Put this up here. Then we go to the third contender. We have the Seagull 1963 with the reverse panda dial, the sapphire crystal front, plexiglass in the back, manual wind movement, and this is a replacement rubber strap, as you can see, with red back side. All these are not the straps that the watch came with. Just for reference, I put this watch. This is a Raketa Kopernicus. It's a vintage watch, and as you can see, you have the hours and minute hands as the golden sun and the black disc, and you have very cool texture to the dial to represent the moon surface. Kopernicus was a Polish astronaut, and Raketa is a Russian watch company. So and of course, last but not least, the GShock MTG 900. So let us put this like this, maybe here, and we will start by, I hope you can see this. So here's the watches, the price. Like I said, the price is that this one is around 160 euros. This one was 145, 175, I guess, and actually, to be honest, if we count this as 175 because of the strap, you have to count this much more, because this strap alone, the rubber strap, cost me 100 euros, and the buckle alone cost 45 euros. So the strap by its own with the buckle is more expensive than the watch itself, or as expensive as the watch itself. But for the Seiko, this canvas strap is like 5 euros, so it's not that big of a deal. But in both cases, the metal bracelet that the watch came with was a throwaway bracelet. It was very bad. This one came with a leather strap, which was not so bad. I didn't even put it on, to be honest. I just put it directly away in the bag, and if I sell this watch, I'll be selling it on the original unused strap, because this one is really nice. I got it. It's waterproof rubber with red lining and white stitching, and it's very smooth. This one has this stainless steel stainless steel bracelet, PVD coating, and resin elements to it. And this one had just also a thick leather strap that was I bought from eBay from Meister Singer. So looking at the next row, movement, if we look at these movements, all of them have in-house movements. As you can see, this has the in-house automatic 7S26, I think, automatic 21 joules, and I think it was around minus 15 seconds per day. This was also in-house Japanese automatic 21 joules, and also running around minus 16, minus 15 seconds per day. This one, on the other hand, has the Seagull, and you can see it here, the Seagull ST19, sorry, with a Swan neck regulator, and you can see that the regulator is connected correctly on the plus side, and that you can move it, and you can see the difference between this one and this one. I wasn't the best fan of Chinese movements, but to be honest, if we look at, of course, this one is a workhorse. I didn't try this one. This is the first time to have this Chinese movement, the Seagull. But until now, it's working great. It has like plus 7 seconds per day, plus 5 seconds per day. I saw it one day go to 0 and run on 0 in one position. So it's definitely a step up from what I've heard about the Chinese movements. And this has the solar one, 33 month if you leave it in standby, 9 and working time, and it just solar, so whenever you leave it outside in the sun, it will get recharged. Last but not least, Kopernicus in-house movement, Russian movement, and very, very bad inaccuracy. So I just put this as to compare, because if you want to pay $200, 200 euros in a watch, and you want to wear it every day, I don't recommend getting a vintage watch. That's why I put it just in this comparison to tell you, if you want one of these as a daily, I would say, yeah, that's a great idea, and I would show at the end which one for what. But a vintage one is not a good idea for a daily wear. Case, so we have here the steel, mineral glass, steel sapphire front, plexi back, mineral glass resin steel combination with PVD, and we have here chromed chrome, steel, and plexi combination. So these are the combinations. I think the best combination from this one is the steel and sapphire, of course, with the plexi in the back. I've even didn't scratch it, but I banged it up in a couple of doors and stuff like that, and I was like so happy that I got the sapphire glass version, not the plexiglass one. If you look at the dial, I don't know which one has the best dial, but these four have such a cool dial. These has the Eastern Arabic, black Eastern Arabic dial, silver East Arabic dial, and you have here the reverse panda, and I have to give it, of course, to the Kopernicus with the moon surface like. I'll try to bring it up even closer. As you can see, looks so nice, really cool. So looking at the next, the water resistance, we have 3 watches with 50 meters water resistance. I would say these two have more chance, take them on maybe sitting on a pool, working in the garden. This one, due to the fact that it has also the chronograph pushers, I would say it has less water resistance than the Orient and the Seiko, although they are all three of them 50 meters. This is not water resistance, and this is 200. So the clear winner is the GShock. Complications, of course, if we talk raw complications, the GShock will win, but I'm talking here complications to their unit. So according to the unit itself. So if looking at these two watches, they are office watches. You have the day and date, time, all the seconds. That's a perfect. You don't need anything else. For an office watch, having only a chronograph might be a bit limiting, but to be honest, thank God they didn't put any date window here, because with the symmetry and everything, the dial looks perfect as it is. And with a dress watch, that's all you need. You only need time. You don't even need seconds, which we have here. And for a beater watch, you have every kind of complication you might need, from world time, alarm, timer, stopwatch, whatever it is, you have it in the GShock. If you look at the size, we have this 41 millimeters, 51.5 lug to lug. So I have a 16.7 centimeter wrist, 6.6 inches. So as you can see, a medium-sized wrist, and this barely fits both sides. Just if I put it on any kind of other strap other than the canvas, because the canvas really contours with the wrist, it won't fit as good as this one. So this one for big sized wrists is perfect. If you have a smaller sized or medium sized wrist like mine, the Orient just fits like a glove, and you will see the difference. Here is both of them next to each other. This is 41 in comparison to 39, and you can see the 39 on the rubber just looks fantastic, and that's why the rubber is really expensive, because it's really nice. So we have the 41, and this is 46 lug to lug. So it's 5.5 millimeters difference in lug width. And same lug width, but smaller diameter is 38 millimeters in diameter. 46 lug to lug is this Seagull. And the Seagull looks also really nice. It's also just a little bit thick, 13.5 due to the chronograph. And you have here 10 and 11 millimeters. So this is the thickest one of them, but this one is the biggest one of them all. As you can see, 56.8 diameter, but 46 lug to lug. You ask me how does this wear on my wrist? It wears quite nice on the wrist. It wears, here is a little bit thick, but lug to lug, as you can see, perfectly matches, contours my wrist with the strap, and that's why I think even with this large size, it's perfect for my wrist. And of course, this is 34 millimeters, 40 millimeters lug to lug. I love this size, 34, 36, 37 millimeters. You can see it's a bit small, but I love this. So we have the lume. As we said, you have here indices in hand, no lume. Here you have the backlight and no lume as well. So you have only two looms, no lume here, which is a big negative. As I said, it came with a bracelet, throw them away, didn't use them. Came with a leather strap, didn't use it. The only one that I used with its original and didn't change it is this GShock, as it's just made to fit quite nicely with this bracelet. Last but not least, before finishing up, is the fit and finish. Here we have a brushed case. Here we have brushed, actually only polished, high polished. Even the lugs here are high polished. Not high polished, but here bezel is high polished. I don't like this. I would have wished that they have the same brushed polish of the lugs here, but the sides and the bezel has high polish, which the Seiko doesn't have, so it doesn't collect as much scratches as this one. And this one has also very high polish, which I would have preferred to be brushed, but like I said, this watch has a totally different function than these two. This one has also a polished, but because of the chrome. And this one is of course PVD with resin combination. So to sum up this comparison of what is the best watch to buy under 200 euros. So let us zoom in, and as you can see, the scores came that for the Seiko, this is a 70 from 100, and the 70 tells us that from this bunch it would be the best daily wearer for someone with more than 17.5 centimeter wrist size. So if you have a 7.5 inch or something like this, 7 inch, above 7 inch wrist, I think you would wear this quite nicely and you would like it as well. And of course, the Seiko name and the Seiko 5 is also a plus for this watch. You're buying something that people will know. Of course, not in a way like yeah, Rolex or something like this, but at least it's a brand that people know. My favorite from the bunch has to be the Orient. It's just really nice with this strap. Definitely the most all-round watch that you can buy for under 150. I give it 73 points. And I think for smaller size wrists, the Orient is the better option. So if you work just in an office and you need something only for office and nothing else, and you're not the kind of person who maybe enjoys who takes their watch off the weekend while working in the garden or doing any kind of exercise, then I think this Seagull would be right for you. But if you want a daily beater that you do, if you're working like let's say a field engineer, or you're going out a lot outside and working outside, working with machinery, working with heavy machinery, working in any kind of physical work, that's your watch. The GShock definitely will get you through everything and anything, and it looks great as well with this all black design. And the Raketa has a 52 that just can't work as an everyday watch. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something today, and if you have any question about any of these watches, leave them in the comment below. Also an invitation to like and subscribe the video, and hopefully see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.